We're on the record in cause number 328650. The case is style of State of Texas versus Tanya Yvette Lee. Miss Lee, would you please raise your right hand? You can look at the window. Would you please keep, okay, Miss Lee, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you may put your hand down, Miss Lee. How are you doing, Miss Lee?
Sir?
You can look in this direction, the way you were looking before. Miss Lee, how are you doing?
Fine, how are you?
I'm doing fine. Miss Lee, as a defendant in a criminal case, you have three options. Number one, you may hire an attorney. Do you understand that option?
Yes.
Number two, if you do not have enough money to hire an attorney, you may request an attorney be appointed to represent you. Do you understand that option?
Yes.
Or number three, you may represent yourself. Do you understand that option?
Yes, sir.
If you want an attorney to represent you and have enough money to hire an attorney, the case will be reset to give you time to do so. Do you understand?
Yes.
If you want an attorney and do not have the money to hire one, you will need to fill out a financial questionnaire so that the proper person can determine whether or not to appoint an attorney to represent you. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You may not speak to the prosecutor about your case unless you sign a written waiver of your right to be represented by an attorney. Do you understand?
What did you say?
You may not speak to the prosecutor about your case unless you sign a written waiver of your right to be represented by an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Be aware that there are dangers to self-representation. Waiving your right to an attorney and representing yourself may result in a worse outcome for you and your case, including the loss of significant legal rights and opportunities relating to military service, possession of a firearm, housing and public benefits, child custody, immigration status for non-citizens, and employment. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
If you choose to proceed without an attorney, you may change your mind at any time and may request counsel from the court. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Now, you have to make one of the following choices. If you want to reset your case to hire an attorney, please tell the court and your case will be reset. If you already have an attorney, please tell the court that you have hired an attorney and your attorney will be given a copy of the reset date. Or if you want to apply for a court-appointed attorney, please inform the court that you would like to apply for a court-appointed attorney, and then you'll be required to fill out a financial questionnaire to see if you qualify for an appointment of a court-appointed attorney. Or if you have a court-appointed attorney, please tell the court the name of that court-appointed attorney. Your case will be reset and your court-appointed attorney will be given a copy of the reset date. Or if you wish to waive your right to an attorney and represent yourself, please tell the court that you would like to waive your right and represent yourself. Now, Ms. Lee, what is your desire? Do you desire to hire an attorney? Do you desire to see if you qualify for a court-appointed attorney? Or do you desire to represent yourself?
God is my lawyer, my husband, Jerome David Bogey.
I couldn't, what did you say?
The Most High God is my attorney, God, my husband, Jerome David Bogey.
Okay.
Your Honor, if I may, earlier she stated to me that she did not want an attorney. She was not guilty and God was her attorney.
Okay. Now, Ms. Lee, if you desire, do you desire to represent yourself?
Yes.
Okay. Now, Ms. Lee, there's a form out there that you'll be required to sign. Also, there's a waiver of counsel for purposes of entering a guilty plea or proceeding to trial. If you want to go to trial, then I will go over this form with you. It says that I have been advised of the nature of the charges against me and the dangers and disadvantages of self-representation. My waiver is voluntarily and intelligently made. Furthermore, I have been advised this 25th day of February of 2021 by County Court at Law Number 2 of my right to representation by counsel in the case pending against me. I have been further advised that if I am unable to afford counsel, one will be appointed for me free of charge. Understanding my right to have counsel appointed for me free of charge, if I am not financially able to employ counsel, I wish to waive that right and request the court to proceed with my case without an attorney being appointed for me. I hereby waive my right to counsel. And is that your desire?
What did he just say?
You have to answer him.
What are you saying?
Is your desire to waive your right to counsel? In essence, you would like to represent yourself.
Yes.
Okay, you'll have these forms that you can review and sign. And Ms. Lee, your case, we will be giving you a reset date.
Oh, why would it have to be reset, sir?
You're pleading not guilty.
Okay,
If you don't mind me asking, how come it has to be reset?
we have to reset to prepare your case for trial. The state has to get prepared for trial. We don't just,
Why do I have to go to trial?
okay, now, Ms. Lee,
I don't want to go to trial. I don't want to go through all. It was a simple accident. All I did was have a car wreck and we was found in a ditch
Ms.
and
Lee.
they wrote some paperwork wrong.
Okay, Ms. Lee.
I don't want to go to trial.
Okay, Ms. Lee. You have a right to remain silent. Anything that you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have a right to have an attorney if you cannot afford an attorney. An attorney will be appointed to represent you. You also have a right to waive or give up your right to have an attorney and to represent yourself. You've informed the court that you desire to represent yourself. Is that correct?
Yes, sir, but I didn't think I would have to go to trial and all that other stuff.
Okay, now if you desire to talk to the prosecutor, you would have to first sign a waiver of counsel for purposes of either entering a guilty plea or proceeding to trial. And that
Can you say
paperwork,
that last part one more time, please?
okay. In order to talk to the prosecutor, which is the Assistant District Attorney of Jefferson County,
Uh-huh.
you have to sign a waiver of counsel for purposes of either entering a guilty plea or proceeding to trial. And that what I read to you was the waiver of counsel for purposes of entering a guilty plea or proceeding to trial. That same paperwork is out there before you. It's in the next room. And so I can give you an opportunity to review that paperwork. If you desire to sign that paperwork after reviewing it, you can. Okay, so at this time, we'll be in recess to give you an opportunity to review.
And
the
I'll
paper.
be,